Hey everybody, welcome to a video episode of Sprite Castle. This is the bonus footage for episode 33, which is Skate or Die, which is a classic Commodore 64 game. You may hear some beating around here on the keyboard as I get the game loaded up. I am using the, let's see here. Skate. I'm using the RIP from GameBase 64, the download. That's the one I will put on the website. There are a lot of different RIPs of this game. The most common, what you'll see, there we go, is, let's see, you have to do the slow loading technique. Most commonly, what you'll see is each of the events, because this is similar, if you've never played Skate or Die before, this is similar to the epic style of games, like summer games, California games, those type of games, where there are different events. And so the easiest thing to do is, as each game loads into memory, is to just do a dump of that game. And so most commonly, you'll find rips of this title with all 5 events separate, and you have to load them separately, but you don't get Rodney at the skate shop that way, and you don't get the intro, and I definitely wanted to show those on the bonus video footage. Now I'm kind of at a dilemma here because I can warp the loading, but when I get to the music it will be cut off. I guess that's okay because I've got the intro song plays on the actual episode. You'll hear the great music from Rob Hubbard. Let's just go ahead and skip past this. And here we are at the skate shop. You can see the pointer there says Skate or Die. That's the thing that's glowing there. This is Rodney. He runs the skate shop. Rodney looks a lot like Rodney Dangerfield with a mohawk, as you can see. As you move you can highlight different things here. You can change your board color. It tells you this is going to be, oh, don't you like my do? Over here it says Semper Fi or Die. This is the first time I ever saw the word Semper Fi written down. I had no idea what it meant or how to pronounce it. We always thought it said Semper Fi, and we didn't know what that meant. Anyway, you can sign up here just like summer games, winter games, all those types of games from Epics. I talk about on the episode that the guys that programmed this game came from Epics and they worked on summer games and some of those other types of games. And so obviously they brought that game design with them to Electronic Arts for Skate or Die. You can go compete, which allows you to do one or more events, but you only do it the 2 or 3 times, and then it takes you back to the menu, whereas on practice you can do it as many times as you want. So we're going to practice. Now, again, on the episode I talked about this is something that's different from summer games and winter games, is that you actually, I don't want to go there, you go to whatever you want to practice or ride in, which is kind of a cool thing. And we're going to go over to the freestyle first. So on the top corner there you saw the ramp events are grouped together, the 2 downhill type events are grouped together, and then the pool is over by itself. Again, if you use Vice or WinVice, Alt-W is a very handy key combination. That is warp, and that will, so right now my emulator is running at 4,000%. Turn that down. So this is freestyle, the first of 5 events. And this is everything that the half pipe in California games was not. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, I died. So to get speed, you can see the little gray areas in the transition there. And what you have to do is press the button in each one of those areas, and that helps you gain speed. When you're in the air, you can move forward and backwards. See how I moved? If you land in that transition over there, you'll crash right there, so you have to go over that. You can do turns like that. If you hold down the button when you're in the air, you can hold the board. you can, let's see, so let's pull that off real quick. So, like that, but you have to, when you're turning, so you press one direction or either direction to start turning, like I'm going to press right, and then I have to press left to stop turning. So it should crash right there because I hit the, and so I have 10 passes and that's it. So you have your total score there, 1425, which is not a good score at all. You can do, like there's a big ollie in the air. I'm trying to show you some of the other moves. Oh man. I believe if I just hold that, yeah, there's a little rock and roll. You can do those and slide. Oops. If you hold anything too long, obviously you're going to crash. Now this is a cool thing. Boom! See, all my all my clothes fell off because I jumped off the end of the ramp. But you can, like I said, you can do rock and rolls. You can do hand plants. You can do ollies in the air. You can do big airs. You could go all the way, like from one end to the other. Oh, there's my 10 passes. Let's see if I can get a little bit of speed built up. Oops. Notice that's a I'm turning there and I'm holding onto the board. And then you can also do big ollie spins where you let go of the board. All kinds of different moves. Not, you know, as I mentioned in the episode, certainly not like what we would think of today as being a skateboard game with all the moves. You know, I mean, if you play Tony Hawk or some of those games, you know, there could be hundreds of different combinations that you could put together. This is not obviously that advanced, but there's still some cool things you can do in here. Obviously, I'm a little bit rusty. So let's go here and practice again. No, we're going to warp back to the Lester's here, or sorry, not Lester's. This is Rodney. Lester is his son, and we will see him shortly. Let's go over to the high jump. This, on the episode, I think I talked about, I'm sure I talked about, as being probably my least favorite of the 5 events. High jump is, there has to be one of these in every game, and this is the one where you wiggle the joystick to go faster. So what you're going to do here is just wiggle left and right. There's one pass. There's no way of doing this to make it not look like I'm doing something dirty. And there's 2 passes, and then on the 3rd pass we're going to go high, press the button to get a few extra inches there. I didn't release in time, so I got 0. This is my 3rd pass again. Oh, I thought I had to do it. I guess on the 4th pass it's over. We'll try it one more time. So we're going to go. We're wiggling the joystick. I don't remember if, I think up and down does it too, so you can't kind of work in a circle as you go through. Just depends on how much you want to kill your joystick. There's 3 full passes. And so here's our 4th pass. And you kick the board up a little bit like that. I held it too long. I'm trying to hold it too long. Notice the nice little hole. That's a nice little addition there, the hole where I hit the thing and went in there. I guess it's just going to let me come to a stop here. But that's the high jump. Like I said, there's not much to it. It's not... I mean, if you want to have your friends over to see who can... You know, this is a good event if you bring your own joystick. If you tell your friends to bring their own joystick. You know, I've never actually... I guess eventually he'll come to a stop down here. I've never actually let him just coast to a stop. That's an interesting little bug. I mean, it only ends when you get to the top, so... I think I may have found a bug in this game. That's interesting. Alright, well... There's always something interesting going on in the old Sprite Castle, huh? Let's go reset this. Of course, there's no reset. There's only reload. There you go. Live. This is what you get with live video stuff, huh? You're going to find out when you listen to the episode, if you haven't already, a lot of different trivia facts. You're going to find out some of the things that I like to do. Let's go over here to practice. We'll go over here to jam, which is one of my favorite events in the game. And again, we're going to warp to get this to load a little bit faster. Press your button, and now you have to choose if you're going to skate regular or goofy. Goofy is controlling it as if you were the character. Regular is controlling it as you're looking at the screen. So if it's in regular, if you press right, your guy goes right. If it's in goofy, it just depends on which way your character is facing. So I always like goofy. Now I'm the guy over there in the yellow, and I need to turn and face Lester here, because one of the things we can do, as you can see, is punch and kick. Oh, Lester just kicked me. You're not going to get a high score by trying to fight Lester here. What you really want to do is get extra bonus points by skating on things. Oops. Oh, it just disappeared like jumping over that hole, if you can knock him in the hole. But ultimately, you want to get down here. Oh, man. You want to get to the... oh, watch this. Oh, just a lot of fun little details. It reminds me almost of Tubin and some of those other Atari games that just had a bunch of details put in them. So we're now way ahead of Lester. We're almost here to the end. Oh, no, I did it again, right through the fence. There's not a lot of tricks or anything you can do on this, but there are a lot of little things that you can do tricks off of and try to get some points. I'm just trying to get past Lester here. You get down here to the end where the cops are waiting. So I get a bonus for finishing first, even though it's really not that significant. You can see Lester beat me, but only by 500 points, just because he kicked me one or two extra times. Not Lester, not very nice. And it does say in the documentation that Lester is Rodney's kid. Let's go practice, and let's go over here to the downhill race. Again, as you play these, you don't like any game. When you get more, if you memorize the paths, we're going to go goofy foot here. And you want to press up. So this is kind of like the old slalom. We're going through flags here. Oh. There we go. And so there's different... Oops, I forgot to duck. If I ducked, I could have gone through that. But I didn't. There's some rubble in the road there you got to watch out for. Boy, I'm doing terrible right now. I kind of feel like this joystick's not working very well. But that's exactly what I would have said back in the 80s, too, if one of my friends were watching me play this and I was doing this terrible. Oh, see, I wasn't even going fast enough to jump the island over there. We're going to try this event one more time. Now, if you hold your button down when you turn, you turn really fast like that. Oh, I jumped, but... I'm so awful at this. I'm really good at this game, and I just haven't played this very long. But what you can do is... so I'm going to hold down the button, and notice I can kind of slide around the corners. And so that's how you can really build up some speed on this game. Oh, now I got put over here. But, just like any game... well, like a lot of games, too, once you get off the path, it's hard to get back on into your rhythm. I feel like I'm doing a bad job of showing you how to play this. There we go. Oh, try walking. That was another 80s thing. I don't think I mentioned that on the episode, but that was a big thing on a lot of these games, was that it would insult you whenever you crashed. California Games did that. This game does that. Don't really need insulting. I really know that I didn't do that well. let's get over here to go practice. We'll go to the last event over here, which is the joust. And I never heard of people jousting on skateboards until I saw the movie Thrash, and I got a feeling that's where all that started. But I mean, it's possible that people did that. So here's your three choices. There's Poser Pete, there's Aggro Eddie, and then of course there's Lester. We're going to do Poser Pete just to please make me look good at something on this game. You press your button, and there's Poser Pete. Now we're going to drop in, and what you have to do is catch him in the air just like that. And we got him. And so now Poser Pete has the jousting stick, and of course he's the worst player in the game, and he just bested us. You can choose when you drop in. So like just now, and so what happens is after so many times, then the joust goes to the other player. I don't think you can actually crash, per se, like while doing a trick. Alright, now I've got the joust. Let's see if I can pause here. See, he's trying to do the same thing. Oh, and now he... You can see in the upper left-hand corner there, let's pick Aggro Eddie. You can see, like, right now there's a 5 next to Eddie there. Now there's a 3, and that tells you how many times back and forth. You have to go 5 times before it changes hands. Now he has Aggro Eddie. If you could get into a pattern, kind of like tennis, where you're going the opposite way of the other person, then it's kind of easy to avoid them. But oh no, oh boy, yeah, I saw that coming. So anyway, this is the exciting world of skateboard jousting. Like I said, I don't know if anybody ever did this in real life, and if they did, it certainly doesn't seem safe. Right now, Eddie's beating me 2-0, which is not good for me. And so what's about to happen is we're going to switch over, and then he's going to kill me. Oh, Eddie. Hate you so much. So anyway, that is Skate or Die. Those are the 5 events. Obviously, just like all those other games, you can do compete and all, where you could go customize customize your board to a different color and save your high scores and do all that kind of stuff. But I was going to say that I'm not as good at this as I used to be, but I'm definitely better at this than I am at real skateboarding, which I'm also bad at. And also I would get hurt at, and this didn't really hurt. So I'll stick to the virtual skateboarding. So anyway, thanks for going on a ride with me on Sprite. My voice is cracking like I'm Greg or Peter Brady. It's time for change on the old Sprite Castle. So anyway, if you want to listen to the whole episode, you can go to spritecastle.com. Be sure to subscribe to it. Go to patreon.com/Rob O'Hara. You can find my stuff there. Go to throwbacknetwork.net. You can find all my shows there. Lots of other retro stuff. I'm out of plugs and I'm out of skateboarding. So from me and Rodney with the purple haircut, we will see you next time on the next episode of Sprite Castle.